Hello, everybody. It's that time of the week. Your boy back again, Bardic Dice, on the channel for some Fates United. How you guys doing today? Quick moment of silence for our left out player for tonight. We will be going on in her memory with only 3. Unfortunately, Pip, Rachie will not be joining us today, but that's okay. Our chosens can survive. They will continue going forward. Anais is supposed to be a little bit more quiet than usual than normal this week. Get it? It's a mute joke because she. Okay. Anyways, y'all get it. Y'all will get it. But anyways, quick announcements because we're having fun. Also, bear with me for music tonight. The bots that I normally use have crashed on me, so. The one that I used to use is no more. And the one that I switched to just now is no more starting yesterday. So that's fun. But yeah, we're using Spotify. If it cuts out, please just let me know. I'll restart it. Sometimes Discord and Spotify don't like to work together to each other. They don't like to play. They don't play nice together. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for the wonderful week. We've had a blast hanging out on streams, hanging out with different people's content this week. We've got Nelson to 50 followers. We've had a whole bunch of fun. We got friends, meeting new people. Shout outs to GM Workshop and all that this morning. So yeah, super excited. Thank you guys so much for dropping in. I love doing this every week for you. So if you're new to the stream, this is a weekly 5e campaign called Fates United, homebrew world that I've created. If you'd like to go back and listen to any of our beginning ones, I recommend the session zeros and then the Q&A if you want to get caught up really quick. Those will give you what you need to know going forward. We can help you in chat as well. If you're watching this on VOD or on any of the old episodes, come join us live. We do this every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Twitch. We also have a whole bunch of fun content creators and different streams throughout the week. So if you want, come join our Discord. We link it live on the page. We have it in the chat. We have such an amazing community that joins us, and we get to have fun off stream, offline when we're not, recording anything. Besides that, if you're new, consider following our socials if you haven't, to get new announcements when I go live, or when my favorite people like Brian W. Foster shouts me out, which is amazing. I'm still on a little high from that. So, fun stuff like that. But yeah, so that being said, we'll go ahead and quickly get into our player intros, minus one, as always, before we get into today's game, Fates United. So starting off, the one and the only.
Hi, I'm Deely. I play Meikai, Tiefling Monk. I do art streams on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and it's super fun, and I really enjoy it. So you guys should come hang out with me at 1 p.m. PST, and it's a lot of fun, and yeah.
Yeah. And next to her, mute and silent as her character, the Pip 400 Rachel is not here today, but definitely check out her content. She does art on Instagram, and I'm sure Marky down there will talk more as they have a joint stream on Marky Gaming. So definitely go check them out as well. What was that, Rachel? Right. Okay. Right. Don't worry. We'll talk about that in 2 weeks then. Not a problem. So next up, bad jokes. I love it.
Hello, I am John, also known as Deely's husband. I am still here, though I do miss Rach. It's nice to have everybody here, but I am so grateful we can be here to play. Grateful to have Mark and Deely and Mike with us. And you guys should go check out Deely's art, also Rach's art, even though she's not here. Check it out. And of course, check out Beacon Zora.
Yeah.
Putting a plug-in for everybody.
Yeah.
Keep up the art too. There's been a lot of art lately, and it's been awesome. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with commenting or liking all of it, but I've definitely been looking at all of it, so keep it up. It's awesome. On the Bardic Discord. Yeah.
Perfect. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, Can I come up with more names before he starts? I'm sure I can.
I'll wait.
Oh, we're good. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I am Mark of Marky Gaming. So yeah, Rachel and myself both stream on that channel. And Rachel does art on Mondays. She's also starting to do some gaming. And she's doing some Dragon Age stuff on certain Saturdays when she's available.
Love it.
But yeah, we're on break for our D&D game, but that will pick up again the first week of October. And it'll be great. Mike plays in that game. It's a great time. And also playing Twilight Princess, which is fun.
Yeah.
And it's a good memory. So come hang out with us.
And maybe some Destiny?
Maybe some Destiny.
Or at least with
I don't know if it'll be streamed, but we'll see.
We'll get you on stream on my channel. How's that?
There we go. Yes, while Rach is gone for a week, I'm going to play Destiny with Mike.
Yes! Super fun, super exciting. But, alas, everybody, it is that time where the destinies of these wonderful, amazing players get to be shined through by the characters. Tonight's game, Fates United. Skadoosh. Jumping into tonight's game, we go to our familiar log. A man, an older, weathered man, sitting down, looking over the horizon, watching a small riverside town, quite crept on the mountainside afar, looking upon a pensive crystal. Our narrator of sorts, a man with long, white, drawn-out hair, wrinkled face as if seeing the many moons and suns of ages, sits looking in. Well, I can't say that I'm not happy for the spunk that our players have shown. Truly hope that our four can find a way to unite more. May Kai. It's been through so much, and yet her heart still beats caring for those around her. Zachary, a mind so sharp. Maybe he can connect the dots that we have missed in past generations. Kahu, a strength of bonding. Even just a mind to mind, but heart to heart. Dear Nice. She has been through. Her drive and her will pushes her forward ever so. Oh no, I believe that our chosens can make a difference this time. I know you don't believe me, but just continue to watch a little further. I think this will be the first steps to something grander. Just need to find their footing, find their trust, find the next step that they need to take. And in the background, this hooded figure kind of walks forward and looks over the horizon and then begins to descend the mountainside, walking towards some future beyond. Go in peace, my child. Fuck. That is where we will jump in. So is the stream cutting or is audio cutting? Let me know if we're possibly having some technical issues. We'll go ahead and jump in though to tonight's game and get started. Cutting back a little bit as we ended the night, our chosen staying in the town of Oaksford at the inside. They have been greeted upon by the remnants of the city, Sylvia and a young child named Bamim, who very much loves to interact with the Chosens as much. as everyone has slowly departed from dinner, Zachary, you have spent the night going through your journals, decoding it. In the morning, did you say you wanted to start at the night, or do you want to continue on after the morning?
I'll do it into the night a little bit.
Okay. Jumping back into the night. So the night before, so this is before y'all's conversation at the end of last session then, just to get a little unconfusing of it. So Zachary, you jump into the journal of the Dean. As you flip open the first page, it says property of Edward Leone. And continuing forward, the first half of this journal begins to read on a summarization of timeline and events as been told to him or has been seen. On the first page, you do see a handwritten quote: "To find the light among the stars is the hope one can have under the night sky." Slowly going through, though, you do see a summarization of the creation story. Similar, but a little bit more details that you have been told and summarized both by the Genasi and just throughout your research of Organia. It goes through year 0 of what happened when the Ancient One, who is the creator of this world, created the different affinities, and seeing corruption come through, deciding to try and sacrifice his whole life, his own life, to push it back. It reads, continuing further, of the first generation of affinities who lived in peace, but within 30 years realized the corruption had not left. And in almost doing the same as the Ancient One, redid the ritual, but chose to give their powers to Chosens, humans and primordials, to rise up to continue this fight against corruption, as they believed even though they could seal themselves in potentially corruption beyond the mortal veil, that they would still need fight Chosens and people to fight the leftover remnants of corruption. And it continues to read on through different journals and different generations. Being said, the one thing that came to note for you was that in the second generation of Chosens, they're named. You have a list of names of those Chosens that you have read in your book. The rest being unknown and being told that Chosens get their names forgotten to history. There's a ripped out section of the journal about halfway through, as it goes from very personable and seeming like first-hand accounts to then very cold, calculated timeline, historical afterwards, with notes set in. What is Zachary doing? Any thoughts? What's going through his mind? How is he acting at this point? Hand it back over to you.
I mean, he is just eating all this up and taking as much in as he can before he has to pass out to sleep. Because he's got to talk to everybody in the morning too, so.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, sir.
Wisdom save. That is a 15.
15. Very good. You fall asleep reading, and as the candlelight seems to fade, you start dreaming of being there writing, and walking through the steps of the dean, writing the journal, sitting there at a desk. And suddenly the light goes out, and turning around, you are yourself, and you kind of wake up out of a sweat of this dream. You realize you've fallen asleep at the desk. Hello there, Zachary. It's been some time. Proud of what you have uncovered. You haven't missed me, have you? You look over your shoulder, and just in the shadows are the light. It just seems to be barely throwing an aura to the outside of this room, as if the void of the edges of the walls seem to continue further into darkness, and just hints of echoing voice surround you from the voids of the darkness encapsulating the light of your room. What do you do?
Do I recognize his voice? Like, do I instantly make a connection?
Instantly make a connection to Sundavir, the echoing shadowed darkness that had faced and tempted you and many of the other chosens as they awoken.
We'll just stand up and turn to look around to see if there's anything else strange going on in the room. Any noticeable things?
You kind of look around. Give me a quick perception check.
The best! Wow. 18 on the die, so 18.
Nice. You look, and in the journal that has been written, it's as if all of the notes have just been changed to Sundavir. In different scribble and writing and cursive and almost like insane thought. But you recognized it as your writing. You kind of stumble back for a second and look around. And stepping forward out of the void is an ASMR-esque man. Sitting tall with long hair down to about his shoulder. Put back into a little bit of a bun, but the skin seems to be almost glowing and flowing with a dark shadowed fog as well. Robes, very elegantly dressed. You recognize it somewhat of Celestian, but there's also something not Celestian about him as well. Something not ASMRian at the same time.
So is this your real form or just another trick?
Oh, no, Zachary. Not many have seen what you could call what I used to look like. My mortal form, sure. If that's what you want to wrap your little brain around. Don't worry. I'm impressed. You've uncovered much. Didn't turn out well for some of those that seem to believe in the folly of the Ancient One and the Chosens before him. I think you see it yourself, do you not? A ritual that continues to not work. A secular cycle over and over again. Sacrificing yourself to be forgotten to time? What kind of folly is that? What kind of peace is there in the world? None that I see. What has the Ancient One done for you? Are your family safe? Or are they still in danger? You don't even get along with the others here. No, I think you see there's more for you outside of this, isn't there?
You seem to have It's a major grudge against the Ancient One.
Grudge. Maybe a old, long squelled disagreement. No, you see, the Ancient One lost. It is not here anymore. But it continues to try and lead astray its children. Lie to you? Those Genasi, how dare they? You see him kind of twirl a chair up behind him, and he just kind of sits very comfortably on the other side of the room. Everything's still made of fog and shadow from what it's almost like he's making this out of the void and out of the shadow that he's working in.
So you interfered then?
Interfere? Please. I've done nothing. I am simply another one that was cast aside, forgotten about, misunderstood. I didn't do anything of this myself. This was all done by the Chosens themselves, the affinities. I merely took an opportunity when I saw fit for one. Grabbed power when void of power could be. Could be yours. You want it.
Your tune has certainly changed since we last spoke, and you threatened to kill me.
I don't pretend to not foster any ill will for the weak. I need strong warriors in my side of things. However, I see strength in your smarts. I see value in what you could bring us, what we could do together.
Us?
So many things that you do not understand. I can enlighten you, help you. You don't need these. They barely care for you. Your friends, will they really die protecting you? Will they give you the aid that you need? I can give you the answers right now. All they have to do is come with me. Or choose to stay with them, with the Ancient One, the affinities. Maybe you'll perish against the monster. You didn't seem to do too well against it last time.
I'd rather die protecting people than have to follow what you have led people into.
The information and power I could give you could protect people. Could save those that you deem worthy.
The information I've seen you provide has led to more lies and death.
Those see what they want to see with the gifts they ask for. That is fair. The offer stands, Zachary. Be well. Slowly just fades, and as you kind of blink your eyes for a second, the room settles back in and the light returns, and you slowly wake up to the morning as you could hear the crows calling, and just in the distance as kind of the normalcy comes to this, and you feel rested though jolted. You can hear the kid outside running and chasing after some of the livestock, and can't quite make out what he's saying, but
Gonna take the journal, tuck it away in my bag of holding.
as you go to check the journal, the last page that you were on that was blank, in your handwriting just scribbled Sundavir, 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 Sundavir. And you see that the writing utensil that you had used is broken in half. The rest of the journal is fine.
I'm gonna take that page, tear it out, and burn it.
All right. Burns
Just
normal.
symbolic.
Is there anything you want to do before your conversation with the group in the morning?
Nah, I think I would just get ready and then go
Okay.
do the conversation with them.
You head down. The conversation in the morning continues with Zachary kind of summing up what's going on with his family. You guys have the discussion. Mark, if you want, with Zachary, do you want to just give just a quick little recap of kind of what you told them? Just for
Sure.
anyone new in chat, or just reminders of last session.
So basically, Zach relays to the party that he has been away from his family for almost a year now because he was sent away due to kind of his family tree having people go missing over the past year. Started about a year ago, and it happened very quickly. Parents decided to send him and his siblings away. He has 9 siblings. They sent them off in groups of 3, keeping one at home. And it seemed to slow things down a little bit, but then he recently discovered that one group of those siblings has all not responded to his messages. So that's where he's at.
And we saw the sisters come in with the carriage, right?
With the cabbage,
Yeah,
yes.
after the conversation.
Cabbage.
I will say happens about noon, about early afternoon. So I will say, especially due to maybe some new information Zachary has, if he so desires, Ananias ends up taking Bricarius for a little bit of a carriage stroll through the town, giving him some fresh air. Kahu, you help him maybe to the carriage. The 3 of you are left to your own designs. If you want to have any more continued conversations, interactions, if you want to look into more of the city before about noontime or afternoon time would be when the sisters would arrive. So I'll hand it off to you, and if you don't have anything you want to do, we can jump right into that.
Was there a need for the boat to get topped off with supplies before it goes?
So it seemed that one of the barges was left basically ready to go when the call came for aid in Rosewood. So there's just a barge that needs to be delivered. Sylvia had asked our chosens to, if they were heading there, if they wanted to make some extra coin, to make the delivery on behalf of the many residents of Oxford that had actually left to go help the survivors in Rosewood and come to their aid. So yeah, it does seem the barge is fully done. There is that logger, the retired logger. Let me get back to it. I think his name was Ferdat, who is yet again had a quick breakfast and is out there slowly continuing the logging business, cutting down trees. He could potentially need help, maybe, you know, bringing those trees down to the water side, but you would have to look into it.
Okay.
But the barge itself looks ready to go. It looks like it's a simple system where the water, especially on the south side of the dam, because up at Giantsbane is a dam that they kind of help protect, where the trade to the river above them to the north is very important for Tritania to Organia, and basically the main trade route Whereas to the south, it's a little bit more of a lazier river. You guys could easily attach it to a horse. You could almost pull it, maybe with a little bit less of a, less of a speed, but it's easy enough to pull that barge along the riverside.
Okay. I'm kind of figuring out exactly where we're picking up here. Is this just after the conversation, or I guess we're
Pretty much after the conversation, if you guys want. Yeah, especially if you want to continue the conversation, we can do it right at the end of that. Or if none of you guys want to continue that, you guys could have kind of gone off your own way and split up a little bit. Totally up to you. I know it's a little weird. We kind of jumped around with that one.
Oh, it's okay. I'm trying to like recall all of that.
Yeah.
So we'll help you, Zach, and where do we start? You said Vanali?
That's where my siblings that went missing were from. Or they were
Okay.
at, not from, but
Right. Okay, so we drop off Bry and your other two, and then go there, I suppose? Or was there other places that we needed to visit or drop by? Kahu, you said something along those lines.
I mean, yes, we have other places to go, but I'm pretty sure we all agree with Zach that we probably follow that initial lead of his worries.
there's the stone too that's supposed to be there.
In Vanali.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can get working on writing a letter to Anir. Yeah, Anir, and I mean, again, they're two separate things. We don't have to tell him by any means about your sibling situation, but maybe we do about the stone inquiry.
I think for now it might be good just to say we're coming and not
Okay.
do too much information through
Yeah.
a letter.
I can do that.
I think that's fair. We don't know much about what's happening right now.
Right.
Meikai and Kahu, why don't you both give me a perception check?
$23.
21.
Both of you know Zachary quite well. Many times he has things on his mind. You do notice a bit of looks like he didn't sleep well last night. Almost like a little bit of bags under his eyes.
Mm-hmm. So when are your sisters supposed to get here?
Sometime today.
All right. So I guess we just kind of hang out and rest up and... I mean, they're probably going to be a lot of energy, right? They're children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that so worryingly.
I mean, it's a lot of energy. So, you who all have siblings are better with it. I get a little overwhelmed, but kids are cute. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it's not a bad thing by any means. I just am trying to like mentally prepare myself to answer like a million questions to a bunch of random questions.
Maybe.
What do things do they like? Do they like sweets or should we like be preparing any sort of thing like that for them?
I like sweets.
I mean-
Hi, my name's Bayam. Good morning. Do you guys need anything to drink?
You're all the way out here.
Oh yeah, you guys aren't having discussion in the tavern. Okay,
No.
you hear from a distance running over. Do you guys need anything? Are everything good?
No.
Okay. They just
Still
she,
good.
she told me to come check on you. Okay. Okay, bye. And he runs away.
You could practice on him.
Yes. Okay.
Your sister's as young as he is.
They're older, right? He's younger than them.
For sure, older. Yeah, he's like 6 years old.
Wow. Trina is how old again? She's pretty young.
Look up your family tree.
Katrina's 7, so not much older.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
girls are always a little bit more mature.
That's
Right,
true.
you mentioned that they were 9 and 7.
But
Yeah.
Katrina's starting to develop some magic, and I think Iris is a little jealous that she hasn't. So maybe you guys could show her
I
something
could teach
cool.
her how to punch.
Only in self-defense.
Yes. Kahu.
Last thing you need is your sister coming after you with her fists.
Or a knife. I mean, those are the two options, and I think that a knife is worse.
Good. We're not going to give her a knife to start off.
That's
with.
what I'm saying.
He gave her a dagger, so
Yeah, that's a dangerous.
she's 9.
That's
She can,
dangerous.
she can handle it.
Maybe we'll make sure she knows which way it points.
It's not a baby.
Teach her which end goes in, people. Wait, no, just kidding.
No.
I think Meikai is on track to turn your sister into a murderer.
These were going so well, and just backtracking already.
I'm just kidding, Zach. There's just so much tension and things, so I'm just trying to be funny. I give a reassuring smile.
I guess I don't
Good
like
stuff.
jokes about my siblings.
Sorry.
So, watch out for them.
Yes,
Watch out for the jokes or your siblings.
both.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Did I just get a smirk out of Zach?
It's
I'm pretty sure I just saw something there, Meikai.
yeah. I saw it too.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
And they lost him.
Thanks for the chocolate. He gave me chocolate.
Oh,
You can have some.
you don't have to share your chocolate.
So, what are we going to do? Do you
What are we
want to
gonna
like
do what?
train or something, or take a jog around the?
I mean, we
Town.
can always train by helping cut down some of this wood and move it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know how strong I am for that sort of thing, but I will try.
Did you notice Zach seemed a little tired?
Yeah, I mean we're all kind of tired.
Are you
I
doing
mean,
okay?
if we, huh?
So are you doing okay?
No, but it's fine.
Look at you doing something.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's what I mean. We all have things, and you know. I'm sure if we keep seeing Zach be super tired, we can like sneak some melatonin or something into some tea and get him a good night's rest.
I don't think that's a good way for us to
Probably
increase
not.
and improve our relationships with him.
I'm tired too, apparently.
You need me
Good
to start
melatonin.
singing melatonin in DOT.
Maybe.
I hear grapes, lots of them help. Typically in liquid form.
Grapes? Liquid?
I'm talking about wine. I've heard wine can do stuff like that.
Alright. Let's go take care of some firewoods.
All right. So
Why
you guys.
are we so awkward?
Because one of us. Because we're unique. How about that?
What are you going to say?
Great abort right there. That's a great rip cord right there.
Because
God, just
one
starts
of
walking off.
What?
Nope.
I'm not going to be offended.
They just make eye chasing after God while he's walking off.
Are you just yelling after him this whole time?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. The kid's just like walking. You guys walk by and goes, I thought you were really pretty. That's what I called you. So you probably heard you saying what were you gonna say about me or something. I just think I think you're really pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're very good at talking.
Not like handsome.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. You're not good at
You don't
compliments. It just runs off.
Glad we could have this talk. Kahu.
Yes.
I feel like we need to improve communication, and this isn't happening. I don't know what to do. Help?
Help what? Communication.
Yeah.
Come on, help me move some logs.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? Are you chopping
Moving
down? Are you
logs.
moving? What's the deal?
I'm gonna start by helping move first, then we'll chop
My
down.
strength
catch
isn't
up.
great, but I'll try.
Go ahead and give me some athletic rolls.
Oh, no. Alright, that's a 12.
It's not bad.
21.
It's not
21's
bad.
better. But yeah, 12's not bad. Yeah, easily you guys go and can assist. Make how you end up rolling some logs more than actually picking them up and moving them. You kind of just hear the guy go, "Oh, you're gonna ruin the ground." Whatever. He just continues chopping. Kahu, you kind of go in and just like with one cleave, you're like getting way more chopping than this old man does in like 10. So you're quickly able to assist him with cutting down a few trees and kind of moving some logs, and kind of where they were all scattered and unorganized, you've kind of organized them into a nice little area ready to kind of get brought down to the barges. So good job. Zachary, as they go off and do this, and yeah, Nice and Break Harris are coming back from theirs. Are you doing anything in the meanwhile?
I'm going to kind of sit in a spot where I can see anybody who'd be approaching,
Sure.
and maybe have a book, and then just kind of keep an eye out for my sisters arriving.
About that time, Anais and Break Harris come back, and Anais seems a little preoccupied, maybe going back through her notes. Gonna just give her some fun stuff to do where she doesn't interact with you guys. But Bracarius kind of nearby, kind of rolled up near you. He's not quite, obviously, being paralyzed from the waist down, not coming over to you. But you just kind of hear about midday, just, Zachary,
Yeah.
you, are you doing all right? Seem nervous.
Nervous?
Preoccupied, excited. I don't know what the right word is. You look like you're definitely waiting for your sisters. Is everything else okay?
I mean, just a lot going on, just kind of thrust into our hands and said, take it. The world's fate is in your hands. Yeah.
I want to give you someone to talk to if you need. I can imagine what you'd be going through, but I really do appreciate what you've done for me. I want to make sure you know if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you as well. I know it's tough to be thrust into a group of strangers, far from home. Your family's going to be here soon. Right steps? Right steps for some of you, maybe the right role for me. Quite, but sorry, humor, trying to get through it.
Yeah. Oh, that was a joke. Okay. I get it now.
Little dark humor. It's fine.
How is that working for you? Is it good?
Yeah, so far. I mean, what you guys have put together is extraordinary. Oh, it's a moving chair or something. Gliding seat. We'll workshop that.
Well, good. We need you mobile.
Oh, I'm quite mobile, and you see him like start moving this wooden wheelchair in like different directions with the wheels, and he just kind of like spins in a circle right on the spot. That's 360 movement so far. Pretty good.
That's good. Good. Oh.
But I'm more worried about you, not me.
Thanks. I don't know.
Just okay, fine. If you don't want to talk, I'm just saying I'm here. How about this? I'm going to make you tea, and he hands over to Sylvia some couple of packets from his bag. And you like tea, right? Everyone likes tea, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So let's steer tea. On me.
Thanks.
He just sits there and quiet. He ends up playing a little bit of there's almost like what is similar to like a backgammon type checkers type game. You can play solo or dueled with someone else. He just kind of sits there and starts playing solo, and maybe Anais comes up at some point to play with him as well. But the rest of you guys finish up your cutting for a while. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we jump forward?
I imagine eventually we would move back before lunch hits for food and.
I was gonna say it's if that's kind of what you're doing for the morning, it's about that time when Sylvia kind of rings the bell for kind of lunch for you guys and for Dot. As you guys are both walking towards the inn, you can hear in the distance a trot of a horse and carriage coming through, and can see off in the distance. And Zachary, you can see through the window that you had placed yourself in a position to keep an eye on. In the distance, a carriage with a lone man, with from this distance, most likely wearing the red sash of New Organia. It's a little hard to tell from this distance. And just a single carriage that seems to hold, very similar to the one that you brought the queen in to New Paxia. But you can see it traveling up towards the city, little town.
I will get up and hurriedly walk outside.
Perfect. You start walking outside. Are you meeting the carriage, or you're just kind of waiting for it to meet you?
Yeah, I'll go towards it, yeah.
Sure. As you guys head your way, it's almost about as you all kind of unite. I don't know why I have a Chinese flavor bag in my hand. I also use it as a fidget spinner. You guys kind of unite on the road that seems to cross-sect one from the north and south and one from the west into a T intersection. And there enough, you see a younger man, probably a few years older than yourself, brown hair, kind of cast onto almost a little bit of a side part. Pretty short though, a little bit of a scar on his left cheek, and very clean shaven man, wearing a simple set of armor, but definitely battle ready. Nothing like full plate or anything like that. But definitely is a very regaliaed sash, showing that he is obviously some sort of captain or guard for New Organia, and kind of slowly pulls up and he goes, Zachary, I believe, yes?
Yeah. And you are?
And like out popping from the windows, this is Captain Sirkin, Zachary! And your sisters pop out of the carriage, one on each side, and drop down and just run up and bear hug you. Meikai, you are kind of thrown back, and just the surmise of it, it's really only Iris that's yelling. The secondary girl that jumps out seems to be a little bit more quiet, but Meikai, you do recognize Iris, the older of the two, as the one from the bakery. And they both kind of run up, and Zachary, as Katrina's hugging you, there is a bit of a moment where she moves behind you as she's looking at Kahu and Meikai.
I mean, or Meikai, I whisper to her, Zach does hug.
No, I'm very surprised.
So yeah, big hugs for both sisters. And I'll kind of turn, see where they're looking, and she's like, so this is Kahu and Meikai. They're a couple of my friends who...
I'll walk forward and get down on my knees and reach out a hand to shake it.
Iris, like a foot taller than them.
Iris like steps out in front of Zachary already and like puts out a hand. She goes, "Hi, my name's Iris. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Zachary's sister. This is Katrina. She's with me. She doesn't talk a lot." And Katrina's kind of like still like holding Zachary a little bit, kind of that younger, shy kid.
Well, it is great to meet you, and it is great to meet family of Zachs.
And she kind of like curtsies and she goes, the pleasure is all mine. And yourself? She turns to you, Meikai.
I'm Meikai, and I have chocolate. Do you want some?
I remember you.
Yeah.
And
it's good to see that you're okay.
Ma'am, thank you. You really did save me. Zachary, you've been nice to her, right? She's really nice. I like her.
I gave her the chocolate.
Isn't Zach so cool?
He's really a good person.
Yeah, but he's like really cool though, right?
Yep, he's really good at magic.
Okay, cool. You see the Captain Sirkin has kind of gotten off the horse and slowly kind of walking the horse and detaching them from the carriage, walking them over, tying them up so they can get some rest and some feed. And all of a sudden he walks over and goes, "Well, that was a little bit of a journey. The Queen's..."
Thanks. Oh, go ahead.
No, of course. I didn't mean to interrupt. The Queen just sends her regards and wanted to make sure that your sisters were brought with discretion and safely brought here. No one else knew. Well, don't worry.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Especially kind of going out of your way for this.
Don't worry. A friend of the Queen's is a friend of mine, and I think the Queen really appreciates what you all are doing. Won't lie, it's a little intimidating to meet Chosens, I guess, but you hear
nothing special, it's fine.
Kind of hear what? What? And he goes, "Sorry, I haven't told them yet. But just." I'm glad that the Queen has allies in you. Is there anything you want me to tell the Queen, bring back to her in return message? I'll be leaving here soon.
Just that we appreciate all she's done, and to stay safe.
Did you want to come? We were about to have some food. Did you want to?
Please, I need to get back. I really do, and I have my rations for the day. It's quite nice of you. Thank you.
You want to bring extra rations with you?
We have good soup.
I'd do it. Well, I mean, I can't turn down good soup, right?
Right.
We'll join you guys. If you all start heading back into the inn. Zachary, and you haven't told your sisters, right? I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting something. I didn't think so. Yeah.
No.
On the way in, Katrina
What
kind
are
of.
his two sisters' names again? What are their ages?
Iris
Katrina and Iris.
is the older one of 9,
Okay.
and Katrina is 7.
Yep.
Sorry, Zach. I didn't
Okay.
mean to.
I apologize.
Couple little cute blonde girls.
Those baby blue eyes.
Yep.
Iris seems to be a little bit more spunky and outspoken, but Katrina's a little bit more reserved and quiet, nervous eyes.
I'll like grab Katrina by the hand and kind of walk with her.
She
Since
actually,
she seems nervous.
yeah, she tugs at you real quick on the way in, kind of like stops you and like slowly kind of pulls you down to whisper. She goes, what did he mean? Chosen? I don't know. What does he mean by that?
It's chosen to help protect people.
Not what I've heard people talking about. Are you guys chosen?
I am. Yeah. And a lot of people can say a lot of things because everybody's different. But I know what I'm going to be, and I'm going to help people.
Hey, he looks a little confused. Reserved is the right word, I guess. Doesn't know how to react to it yet. I mean, if you're one, that means it's good, right?
I heard the same stories that you've heard, I'm sure. About how people say the Chosens did some bad things.
Heard Rosewood was burned down because of the. Is that true?
Rosewood was burned down because some people wanted to hurt the Chosens.
You're not in danger, are you?
I mean, we're all in danger. That's why we had to be sent away. But it's going to be my job and the other 3 over there too. We're all going to keep you safe.
She kind of like hugs you a little tighter. You say that. Just kind of nods. I trust you, Zachary.
Hey, I want you to know something.
Okay.
You should give everybody a chance to prove what they like. If they're a good person or a bad person, don't just listen to what other people say about them. Because some people have reasons that they might want to make somebody else seem like a bad guy when they're not. So make your own judgment. Don't listen to others without making your own decisions.
You mean like a bully?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of bullies in that orphanage that we were in.
Yep. So you don't want to be mean to somebody or not like somebody because somebody told a lie about them. Make sure you give everybody a chance.
Okay. I trust you, Zach.
I'll give her a hug again.
He's a big
Start
walk
walking
right
with
back.
her
Cool.
into
Iris has been pulling both Kahu and Meikai's hands and telling you all about Organia, and it was so cool, and we stayed there.
I was actually
Go ahead.
Going to offer to escort Iris. And then as we were walking, I want to be like, so tell me about all the cool things about your brother Zach.
Oh, he's the coolest. So yeah, so mom and dad is like, they're definitely like, he's like one of their favorites, especially grandpa. Grandpapa really likes Zachary a lot. I think it's because he's like one of the first ones that likes magic and stuff. But I mean, some of the others tried, but like haven't got, I mean, like I can't do magic. I wish I could. Do you guys do magic? And it's like this string of just questions and answers and
a little bit.
Really? I want to see.
I do thaumaturgy and make the ground rumble.
You kind of just hear from what was that? Just this running
magic. It was magic.
From a distance, Beheim kind of running inside, scared out of his wits, and Sylvie just kind of, it's fine, it's just them. Oh.
It goes like this, and he goes,
I mean, come on, I'm not that young.
That's the best I got for him.
I want to see something cool.
He can eat a lot. He can make an entire table disappear.
Wait, you eat tables? No.
For the right price, I might.
Well, no, the thing.
Are you talking about your tattoos on your forehead? They're really cool.
No, she's talking about the fact that I can speak to people in their minds.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to see?
You should do it.
Okay. She's like, doesn't believe you.
She hears in her mind, are you not a believer?
What?
Ancient One, is that you?
You can talk back to me in your mind too if you want.
How do I talk back in my mind? And she like talks back to you in her mind, but it's like, it's almost like she's mouthing the words out loud too. Never done that before.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
It's kind of echoey right now, but that's okay.
Okay.
But it lets you talk to people without having to talk. Makes it nice if you're at a distance and you just say something you don't want other people to hear.
I mean, Zachary said, and she like stops like moving her mouth as she like realizes she's talking out loud. And she goes, Zachary said there's a lot of really cool and smart, talented people at the Centaurium. Are you guys from there as well?
That's where we met, Zach.
It's from the Centaurium? I mean, yeah, we were there as well. Or do you mean like where our homes are?
Well, you didn't hear any of that, so.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking out loud again. I got lost on the
always
memes.
trying to jump into those mind conversations.
She's snoopy.
I'm super nosy.
That is where we met Zach and each other.
Cool. Do you like Zach? Zach's the coolest.
I'm still trying to get to know him, to be honest.
What do you mean? He's the coolest and the smartest.
Oh, I absolutely think he's probably one of the smartest people I've ever met.
Yeah, he is. And she just starts like confidently thinking about him.
He's the interests and the things he's learned to be amazing at are quite different from my own, and so it's...
You just have to talk to him about books or something. He just really likes books.
Well, he's told me that he likes more than just books, though.
He likes ocarinas. He likes flying. He likes talking about magic to Grandpapa. He likes, don't tell him I said this. He likes Sasha.
I had a feeling about that one.
Oh, okay. And you guys eventually kind of walk into the tavern. You guys are having this conversation. Zachary, you come in afterwards. Precarious is kind of chatting it up with Captain Sirkin. They seem to know each other a little bit. Captain Sirkin's just asking about him, and Anais is kind of in a corner, just kind of keeping an eye on him and staying to herself, kind of staying by Precarious' side. Zachary, why don't you give me one or two more things that Iris would know about you that you like that she would definitely
Yeah.
spoil to Kahu right now?
So one that might be a little bit surprising is Zach likes athletics. Like he's not like a big physical contact sport person, but he's more like running and that kind of stuff, jumping. So not football or rugby, but like
Track.
Correct.
soccer and track and things like that. He enjoys. And
We call it
Yeah.
Skyball, but we have a really fun time doing it. I'm not that good at it, but Zach's really good at Skyball.
and Zach likes to be oftentimes in a spot with a good view. Like he's always looking for the best view because he likes looking at nature.
Don't know how she would say that.
He likes nature.
Yeah.
He likes looking at nature.
So the way she says it, more like, and I mean, I guess he like, if you've ever noticed that he walks off a lot by himself, he really likes to look at like nature and stuff. I get super bored with it. And I usually like find myself picking flowers and stuff, but he likes going and watching like sunsets and looking at landscapes and hills, usually when he's reading, but it's so boring. Yeah, so that's kind of just like your internal conversations, I guess, unless you continue it back out loud. Meikai, you're kind of stuck with this
I'm just
third
like,
wheel sort of scenario.
You can come talk to Katrina if you want.
hey, dude, does Katrina like? Do you like chocolate, Katrina?
She just looks up at you. That
I'm on a knee and just like,
Do you want some chocolate, Katrina?
is it okay to take?
your brother gave it to me.
Yeah, she's offering. Make sure you say thank you.
Okay, thank you. She'll
You're
take it real
welcome.
quick. Start eating it. She loves chocolate.
You have very pretty eyes. They're like the sky on the summer day.
Thank you.
Mm.
I like your horns. Your hair. And she like quickly like changes it real quick, like trying to make sure she's not saying something wrong.
There's color in them, huh?
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I got.
There's color. You can see like purple.
Whoa, well, that's pretty. Why is it like that? Do you crack them?
I don't know. I have no idea. It just happened one morning.
That's kind of like my injury. It just kind of happened one day.
Are you better?
Yep, Zachary saved me.
All right. That's right.
They help me get the stuff that help you get better. So
It's the flower, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And she just kind of like pulls in her robe. She's like, Zachary, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, let's eat.
Mm,
We're
so
not eating only chocolate, so
Sylvia kind of gives Captain Sirkin a kind of like a to-go thing of soup, little mug to go with it, and little some breads on the side that he can kind of eat. That's gonna be a real messy. He'll eat before he leaves, but yeah, he gives the horses about 30 minutes or so, and as you guys are getting settled, he's like, God, I really need to get going back. It was a pleasure, and he looks over for a second quietly at all four of you and just goes, we're counting on you. Good luck.
Okay.
I will walk him out and help him hitch up the horses.
Sure.
Just say again, thank you again for bringing them safely.
It's my pleasure. Don't worry. The queen told me how discreet this should be. I grew up with her. I get to long duty. Make sure that no matter what, I can make sure she can trust me. Yes, I said
It's
duty.
good.
Don't worry. Okay. I heard
Okay.
I heard a snicker from the kid inside it.
Oh.
All the kids
Yeah.
in Organia laugh at it. It's fine. I'm used to it. If you need anything, please just let me know. Of
Thanks.
course. Have fun with your family.
And I'll say maybe I can just offer a little help for you for the road.
Sure.
And I will put a hand on him, and I am going to cast Owl's Wisdom on him.
Ooh, okay.
So that should help with animal handling and perception rolls. I will
Nice.
also
All right.
double the duration of that with a sorcery point.
Let's go with the meta magic. All right, all right. Sick. He goes, oh, thank you. That's much appreciated. Feel
Should help
ready
you.
for the ride back. And he kind of like pats the horses and they kind of seem to kind of jump back with energy and trust in what he's doing. He's very appreciative. Perfect.
He wants you safe.
Of course. Thank you so much. And he'll kind of climb up, and unless you're going to say anything else, we'll begin to take his ride back to New Organia, kind of going up the path a bit and then splitting off to the west, heading up there instead of Paxia.
Okay.
You go to return
I'll
inside.
wander back inside, yep.
You guys are there having lunch. The sisters kind of
So how did you like New Organia while you were there?
talking
Are you
to
speaking
Iris.
this out loud or inside?
Not
Voice.
loud.
Okay.
Please.
Please.
She goes, wait, am I still supposed to talk out loud or inside my mind?
We're talking with everybody now, so it'd be out loud.
Okay. Zachary, did you know that he can speak with his mind? Just says it out loud.
I do.
What if that didn't happen yet for Zach?
I was actually thinking that.
He knows about it. He just
Zachary and Iris, one-on-one. They're tied up there at the moment. You just hear the other kid kind of in the corner, just, no one talk to me in my head, whatever. And he just like takes a broom and he just starts like sweeping aggressively the room. But Iris just goes, oh, I love, I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, like the orphanage sucked. I really hated it there, but Zachary got us out of it. And then we learned a lot in school when we were at the capital school. And she's like looking over at Katrina and then over at Zachary as if like about to say something and then maybe doesn't. She goes, we learned a lot. Yeah, it was really fun. I mean, after Katrina got better, at least. Before then it was kind of scary, but there's a lot of people there that went, and we met different guards and inquisitors. I can't say that word very well, but whatever, the big soldier people with like the animals, they were really cool. We've met a few of them there. And there
What's
was
up with those animals, by the way? You have any idea what that's all about?
I don't know. I guess they really like them. They all told me like really that they're like really bonded with them or something. Yeah, not Lady Leetta. Is it Lady Leetta? Yeah. Lady Leetta was telling us about hers a lot. It was really, really cool. I think
What's hers?
Hers is I'm looking it up. I'm pretty sure I want to get this right, so I don't say this wrong. Hers is a
Silver dove.
I thought it was silver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver dove.
Silver dove.
Yeah, silver dove. Hers is a silver dove. So I don't know what the colors mean. I think it's just a different to tell them apart. She doesn't know that word. But yeah, no, she said she likes dove because she wants to keep the peace or something like that. and that it's a symbol for people of like hope. I thought that was kind of cool. I guess they get to choose.
Though butter's always a common color too. Like it's like a calm color.
Oh, calm. Yeah.
Calm.
Sorry, your accent's kind of hard to understand.
That's okay. I don't know if I could straighten it out. No, that's not going to happen.
It's okay. No,
I think
it's fine.
More than fine to talk normally, man.
Yeah, just talk normal. It's fine. I'm just saying it's sometimes it's hard to understand, but I like it. I think your accent's really, really pretty.
If you know Celestial, we can also talk in that.
Yeah, I know a little bit. I mean, yeah, she would know. Yeah, she would know. Sorry, I was trying to think of how long she's been away from home, and I was like, no, she would know. She would know. Real quick, Karoku, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, y'all. We are playing a middle of our D&D game called Fates United, so thank you so much. If I sound weird, yes, I am playing little children as NPCs right now, so you've hit the great time to come in and hear Bardic Dice sound like little girls. Yeah,
I'll talk to her in Celestial.
Yeah, she seems to understand Celestial a little bit. Ahu, I don't think you know Celestial, right?
Nope.
Your turn.
Yeah, so
on the table who doesn't.
I was gonna say Makai, everyone else knows. Sylvia, the rest of them doesn't know. I think Ricarius knows, if I remember correctly.
And Ananias knows, so.
Yeah.
And Ananias knows, yeah. So
But just
if I talk in Celestial, my accent goes away because I know it more, right? So.
Whoa. Do we have accents? And she like turns to Zachary a little bit. Zachary, do we sound weird to people?
Depends on where you're from. Sometimes people talk a little differently.
Do we sound different from Celestia?
No, we're from Celestia. We talk like the people in Celestia.
No, I mean like we sound alike, but I'm saying like to other people, do we sound different? Makai, do we sound different?
I mean, you tend to, I'll switch back, tend to have more human-y accents, I guess? I don't know.
You said this is back in common?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're a little more high pitchy. People say we sound like we're singing a lot. I don't know. But that's just when I speak in Celestia.
Yeah. Maybe it's like of an effect or something being at home. I don't know.
No, it's because we all like music, right? Because Zachary did. Everyone says we were born from the sound of the light. I forget the name. Zachary, what's the name of the light?
The light? Like
yeah, Zachary.
The affinity you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Celestia was made out of the song of the light affinity, right?
That's Starry?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I always forget the name.
I forgot it too. It's fine.
So yeah, everyone in Celestia says it's like the Celestia was born from the song of a starry. That's why we sing when we talk in our name, in our language.
Well, in
That's amazing.
yeah, that's yeah. I mean, it is a very kind of more melodic language, anyways. So.
What's melodic?
Melody, melodic. You sing with your voice.
Yeah,
melodic.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
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 I'm agreeing.
Okay.
Yep. It's very, very pretty.
He thinks you're amazing.
Zach starts to laugh a little bit.
Yeah, so does Iris. Is like it's like apparent that Iris likes making people feel really awkward. It's kind of like a joke.
Just look at Kahu. and back at Zach, and back at Kahu.
How it goes.
I like you guys. You guys are really fun. Even like you hear a little like chuckle from Katrina. She's like sitting by Zachary and chuckles a little bit.
The lady, is it Sylvia?
Yeah,
Who's
Sylvia.
the- Sylvia,
Yes, dear.
she might be able. Can you do hot chocolates?
Yeah, sure. I believe so. Let me just check if we have chocolate. Well, I'll be back. Let me go check. And she actually seems to kind of go across to the general store across the street just to see if they have chocolate.
Do you girls like hot chocolate? It's very good for days like this.
Yeah, who doesn't like hot chocolate?
True.
We did have a few sweets on the way here. Don't tell Zachary. And she says it like loud enough for Zachary to hear.
I don't think he can tell.
Cool. And you see Iris kind of like scoots up closer to you, Meikai, for, you know, offering hot chocolate.
Oh. Oh, okay. So do you like stories? Because there's a lot of stories that
Sure. Who doesn't
I
like stories?
know. There are ones that are in.
Are you gonna tell me one right now?
Tieflings, yes.
Sure.
Tieflings. You can learn some tiefling stories about the moon.
All right, tell me one right now.
Okay, so, and I'll tell a story.
No, please roleplay it all out for me.
So there is a rabbit
You're
that
good.
lives in.
Okay, we're good.
I'm just telling you about the seasons and the changes.
Sure, perfect. Yeah, you guys kind of begin lunch. Meikai ends up going into a beautiful. Give me a performance. Actually, we'll see how engaging this story ends up being. Good story.
Well, it's a good story.
I don't know. I love this. I'm gonna run that joke into the ground. It's so bad.
20.
It's my favorite thing.
It's a 20.
20. Yeah, very engaging. You know how to incorporate it and speak it down to children in a way that's fantasy and engaging and epic, but also beautiful and lovely. Zachary and Kaho, even both of you, like for the first time, are seeing Meikai kind of open up in a kind of artsy story way. Unless you guys have maybe actually had these conversations with her in your downtime, but
Not conversations, but I've definitely performed in the Centaurium, just in like the main area. So if any of them have seen.
with a musical, but maybe not with a story, right?
Oh, that's true. I told car stories.
Sure.
But I don't know about these guys.
Not sure how much the other canoodling stories have been happening, so perfect. No, she's enwrapped the whole time, and even Katrina's like, whoa. And kind of at the end, it's so pretty. Thank you. About this
And
time.
that's why.
Oh, God. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, and that's why there is a rabbit in the moon. The end.
Katrina says, is it stuck there?
No,
Like
that's what the story.
a
It just
real
lives
rabbit? It's just-
No, it's just
Oh,
next time we look at the moon, you can see the moon's shadows. The dark spots look like a rabbit.
Okay, we'll have to look tonight when the moon comes out.
Yeah.
About this time, Sylvia brings back the hot chocolate. She was able to find a few bars and kind of make some and put some extra marshmallows and cinnamon for the kids. She brings enough for all of you as well. Kind of like a special cinnamon blend from the crops around here.
Thank you.
Oh, of course, darling. Ooh, that's right. She was Miss Doubtfire, of course. Forgot her accent.
I'm gonna take some of the marshmallows and stick them on my horns. Because to get the girls to laugh, I don't know what to do with children.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. Does it look funny?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up and
Yeah, that's
grab
why.
a guy from behind and pick her up and walk her over to the fire and like
Wait,
roast her on the fire.
Oh no!
Where are you? Don't throw her in the fire!
Oh my God! I was looking.
Don't burn her!
Oh no! What do you roll? 1?
Natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kahu basically
Roasting
like
guys.
Yeah.
Marshmallows.
yeah, just one-handed picks up Meikai, where her
how it
feet
is
are
when
just
you
like
pick up
dangling.
a cat and they just kind of like.
Yeah,
just-
100%. There's a little bit of just hanging as
My
you just kind of
tail-
stuff her horns into the fire like a schmore, being perfectly capable of not burning her hair somehow with a nat 20. The kids are like, oh my gosh, no! And without even lighting the marshmallow on fire, you bring Meikai back. Her face, I'm sure, very much
I'm
at
just
shock.
red and just shocked.
I
But
set her down and I take the marshmallows off and I hand one to each of them.
that's weird. Why'd you do that?
Try them.
Okay.
was
And then
thoughtful.
Iris just pops in. Katrina's like, ew, no.
Anyways,
It's like a Tamor. Get it? A tiefling some more, and then Iris just cracks up laughing. This game is really gone off.
anyways, Iris, I got you something, so maybe you can look at the moon with it tonight, and I'll hand her like the spy telescope thingy.
Katrina walks over to Meikai, and she just goes, "Are you okay?"
I'm traumatized. No more pocket cookies for you.
And she looks back at
Because-
Kao. She goes,
You
"Don't
know.
do that without asking again." It was like really serious this time.
That's fair.
Don't like bullies, and I don't like when things happen to people when they're not asked first.
I told them a story yesterday about me doing that to myself as a child. But I was not expecting that.
As long as you took it as a joke, we don't like bullies. So
You're a lot
Katrina's
like your
like
brother.
mad serious right now. Look
Yeah.
at it, like giving you like the eyes.
I
She's.
look over at Meikai and say, I'm sorry.
I forgive you. That was.
I was just remembering our conversation from yesterday and I thought it was...
Uh,
It just hit me that it was...
Iris has just got like the marshmallows like on her hands right now because Iris is like, I
Thank
thought it was
you.
funny.
Katrina.
Prestidigitation clean Iris's hand for her.
Thanks.
You're. I'll just like. Can I? You're a lot like your brother.
Saying this to Katrina or
Mhm.
Iris? No, it's just, well, maybe.
He doesn't like. He doesn't like bullies either.
Well, something bad happened to me and something almost bad happened to Iris when people didn't ask.
It's true.
Wait,
Hello?
Katrina, come over here.
Goes, sorry, I didn't mean to get you in trouble. And then just kind of runs over to Zach.
No, you're not in trouble. You're doing good. You tell him to not be a bully. That's good.
She looks back at Kyle.
Did you say someone did something to you without asking?
Well, whatever happened to me when I got sick.
Do you remember somebody doing something?
I mean, I thought I heard someone running away. Figured someone did this to me, right? Not like I was like at poison ivy or something. You guys said
you
it was.
told me you were in the woods, right? By
Yeah.
school. You didn't see anybody? You just heard
Oh.
somebody.
I would have told you. But I know what the plants are. You've taught me all of the dangerous plants to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is saying this wasn't like natureful. Natural. Natural. You see, you're like
You got
struggling through it, but she like got it herself. It's almost like her smarts got it through it.
No, I just want to make sure you're okay. And I don't want
Yeah, you saved
whatever
me.
happened to you to happen to anybody else. So
No, you
if
saved
you
me.
remember anything else, let me know.
She kind of looks like sad, like she wished she could, and upset that she hasn't been able to help you more. But no, that's all I remember.
No, you're doing great.
And
Do you
then
remember if it was like a big person running or a little person running?
I mean, I didn't see them.
Like when you heard it, what did it sound like? I believe you can do this. I'm a bardic inspiration to help her memory in this moment.
She's just kind of like thinking real hard. She goes, I like, it sounded like a, what's the word? Like a, oh, now I'm blanking out. Almost like a, what's the phrase I'm thinking of? It's like a, it sounded like rustling of leaves is like kind of what she's saying, but like a like wind in leaves, but with footsteps. I forget the phrase. The DM does. I know there's a phrase kind of like it's like a rustle in the wind or something like that. Whatever. So that's what she's associating with, almost like a rustling in the trees. That's what I was trying to think of. A rustling of the trees, but like just slightly louder, like footsteps.
So it was pretty quiet, but enough you could just hear.
I guess. I mean, maybe it was just leaves. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out for anything like that happening.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. You guys introduced the names, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Kahuranji. I didn't mean to yell at you.
You were right. I should have asked her permission first. I appreciate the reminder.
You're welcome.
We did have a conversation yesterday that kind of led up to this tomfoolery, but still, I will be aware to be more careful in the future.
What?
Who's
Did that
Tom?
really? It's an expression of being silly. Tomfoolery and then foolish. Like that was foolish. And how long were you contemplating and wanting to do that? I just told you yesterday.
Well, it was a spur of the moment thing.
Zachary, Katrina tugs on your arm a little bit, like wanting to like get your ear. And then she just whispers, I can see why you could want time away from them. They're a lot.
Just smile and nod.
Katrina and you very
Brian.
much have like the same sort of like mentality. Iris though is loving all of this.
I know Anais isn't here, but still.
Sure. No,
Were they reacting
Anais
to
is
it?
at the table, kind of has been saying hello and kind of writing notes back and forth to Iris as well, and stuff like that. But she's there, and Brightcare, she's just been sitting there laughing and kind of watching everything happen. And he seems very much a lot happier to see Zachary and the sisters together.
I was gonna help make I clean her horns too, because they probably have stickies.
I'm just going to do this myself. But thank you.
You should always ask for us before cleaning a lady's horns.
I
That's
will
true.
offer her the stuff to clean them then.
Thank you.
I can also help if you want me to.
Oh yeah, you have. Yeah, that'll probably be faster.
Okay.
Thanks.
Why do I even try to clean stuff anymore?
Hey Mark, have you ever thought you'd use prestidigitation to clean marshmallows off of a tiefling's horns?
No, this was totally unexpected.
Yeah, that's awesome. Never thought that was gonna happen.
Didn't either. I didn't. We talked about it. I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
This is what happens when Rachel's not here. Everything
Yeah.
falls apart.
We're off the rails tonight, guys.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna give Iris the spy scope thing. Just say you can use this to look at the stars and the moon tonight if you want to.
Oh, whoa. Thank you, Zachary. It's amazing.
And I'll turn to Katrina and say, I didn't forget about you, and I'll give her the doll I got as well.
She like starts hugging it and she goes, thank you. And then Katrina slowly picks up the marshmallow that was still left on the table and just starts eating it.
Oh, it's a good thing they're clean.
Well, they're clean now. That's why she ate them. But
Well,
yeah, so you guys have a very nice, fun kind of rest of your lunch. Yeah, is there anything you guys want to talk about or do? Or as the rest of the lunch, or before you guys separate for a bit?
so how alike are all your other family to you or not?
Who are you asking this?
It's the kids. The
You-
girls.
You see Katrina get very somber and quiet when you bring up the rest
Oh.
of the family.
Oops.
And Iris doesn't look like she's smiling too much, but she kind of understands kind of what's going on. She goes, "Oh, I mean, we're all have like a lot of us are alike, and then like we all like Skyball.
What's
stuff like that.
Skyball?
Skyball's really cool. It's like you have this ball and you kick it, but there's like different sides of like an almost like a field, but it has like 4 goals on each side, and there's like 2 different teams, and we usually play teams with families, so like it's a real big like competition about like whose family's the best, and ours is really good at Skyball usually.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't think we played last time, but and Zachary, you know of Skyball that your family started to disappear, so
Yeah.
you guys didn't really play in the last couple sessions or activities as your family kind of started herding in everybody and kind of like circling the wagons for trying to protect them as much as possible. So there's a little bit of a somberness that kind of comes over the 3 of them when you kind of bring up the other family.
We have something that's kind of similar, but it's not Skyball. It's just like, you know, soccer, football.
Well, totally copyright, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure those are fun.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah, sports.
Yeah, I mean, I just like rooting my family on. I don't really follow many sports that they do. So are we staying here? What's happening next? Is this like our new home, Zachary? No one's really answered any
So-
questions.
Yeah, we're going to stay here for like a day, and then I don't know. Are we doing the thing today? The shipping thing?
I imagine we'd want to leave in the morning versus heading out in the middle or end of the day.
Okay. Yeah, we'll hang out here today, and then we have to deliver some wood to another city, and then we're gonna keep going, and we're actually gonna go to where Anais and Bri are from. We're gonna stay there.
We're going to Anais' home, and
Yep.
assume there'd be a small little interaction there, of course. But Bright Carrier's kind of pipes up because, of course, I'm very excited to show you where I grew up, where Anais maybe, where she was. Just bear with us. We haven't been home in a little bit, and it might be a little messy. So just
Yeah.
maybe you can help me clean it up. How's that? Maybe we can make it a little bit yours.
I'm gonna get up from the table and go to the door and then call the dog in.
Animal handling check. As
Oh,
Meikai
boy.
remembers she has a dog.
Hey, no, 18 plus 3, 21.
Perfect. You kind of whistle for the dog. You
So I
whistle
left
for
him
the dog
outside.
again,
Uh-oh.
and you kind of hear barking from "Get out of here! Get away from me, you mutt!" From up by the tree line. You hear a ranger come hollering and hooting down from the tree line. Seems to have found his
Sorry.
way up and was messing with the logger for a bit.
Girls, this is Ranger, and he'll be staying with you as well when we get to Bray's home.
Yeah, they both are like
Kids-
jumping up, like super excited. The cute dog. and all
Kids
that.
like puppies.
That's not a
Yeah.
puppy. The thing's huge.
Well, it's still a little
He's
a
getting
puppy
big.
technically. Yeah,
Big puppy.
it's a big puppy.
Yeah, we're gonna have you and Mr. Bry. You're all gonna stay at the house there, and he's gonna look after you.
Well, aren't you looking after us?
I mean, when I can come by, I'll be there, but I got things I have to do, remember?
What do you have to do? I thought you had to do stuff at the Centaurium.
Things have.
But they told me there is no Centaurium, right? Isn't that why you guys left?
Now I look somber.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was an attack there, and we need to try to stop the thing that attacked from attacking more people.
And Iris kind of walks over to you, kind of like now they're like noticing like your forehead. He goes, Zachary, is that because what he said? Are you guys chosens or something?
Yep.
Really cool. Is that why you all have like tattoos on your forehead?
Flip up my bangs. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of just happened.
As far as I know.
That's really cool. I've been telling a lot of people they're stupid for not liking the Chosens because even Grandpa Pa talked about them a lot and said they were amazing. So if that's what you're doing, is that all you do is just bring wood from on like towns to town though? Is that what a Chosen does?
I wish.
And we're just trying to help people wherever we can. Like the people at Rosewood who are getting hurt, we went and helped them. When people like Katrina get sick, we help them.
And like our
And-
family?
I'm gonna do what I can. Help our family
We-
too.
We are going to do what we can.
Mm-hmm.
All of you
Yeah,
are?
we are.
Yeah, we're all helping.
Yeah,
Both
they
of
know
them.
kind of.
Definitely seem a lot more warm to that and kind of smiling.
Yeah, we all know what's going on here. We're all gonna do what we can to help.
Well, if you guys are Chosens now, then you're definitely going to save our family. Awesome. Nothing can stop us now.
Yeah. We will help and figure things out for you.
Katrina just like thumbs up to you as well.
I don't know why I started doing this, but it's a thing now.
Iris just goes, thank you for helping. We really miss the rest of our family.
Yeah.
Do you guys have brothers and sisters?
Nope.
I
Oh,
do.
that's boring.
I have
sorry.
a family of 8 kids in my family.
8? Wait. Wow, that's like almost as many as we have.
From what I've heard from Zach, that's true.
You guys need to catch up. We could have skyball games against each other.
Don't tell my mother that, because she might just...
So cool. Wait, why would your mom be mad about that? Going into that, but
No, she wouldn't be mad. She'd probably try to catch up. She'd feel like, you're right, my family is too small. Then
Do Kalish stars have big families?
Hey,
Not
Mark,
all of them.
does a 9-year-old know the birds and the bees?
More things that this game just.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far we're gonna go into that, but
I don't think we have to go deep into
Yeah,
it.
cool,
I don't
cool.
think understand.
do you think your-
9-year-old?
do you think your sisters understand that or not? Yeah,
Kids.
sure.
I don't think you need to understand the in-depth parts
Sure.
of reproduction. Understand that mommies and daddies. can have
Mommies and
babies.
daddies go get the kids. Sure. Okay, cool.
Yes.
How young is your youngest sibling? I'll ask the girls. and then I'll ask that to Kahu.
Katrina gets a little sad, but Iris, she goes, Wesley's, well, I was like Wesley like 2 now, 1.5 maybe.
Very little.
Yeah, I got my family tree up. Are you ready, Mark?
Let's go. Go.
Yeah, this is like Kahu in the first game where I was like, I got the names. What, I mean, is he like how old is he now, Zachary?
So he would be probably just past 2 now.
Oh. We're missing too many birthdays.
Oh.
Wait, yeah,
Kahu,
that's actually a good question, Mark. Wait, so are
So
these
there
current
is
ages?
No, they'd all be kind of.
So actually,
most would be +1, so it'd be 10 and 8.
right, I was just
for
about to
them.
say, so Iris and Katrina are just have turned 10 and 8. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're actually older than they are. Yeah, that's a good catch. I was thinking those were current ages. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
'cause I
before
went up,
you
so-
left. Yeah, okay, cool. All right.
I have a lot of cousins, but no siblings.
I'm now trying to like reorganize these kids in my brain because my niece is 10, so 8, so it's about the same as like my nieces. Okay, so that's like, okay, I think we're good. A little older than I thought.
Okay. The ages on there were what they were at the start of the game. So I guess if 3 months have gone by, some of them may have gone up in age.
Oh, so
Oh, okay.
start of the game or when you left?
Yes. Start of the game.
Okay.
Those are the ages. So
So
sorry.
they are still
I was confused.
like 9 and 7-ish or so.
Who
Okay,
just recently had a birthday. They are the ages on there.
we'll say no.
I do think I opted for no siblings this game. I usually have siblings in
Yes.
my games.
Yeah,
No.
I'm definitely gonna bring up dates now from here. From going.
The ages on the sheet are at the start of the game.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. But yeah, they just go. Yeah, just Zachary, are we gonna get a chance to see anybody?
Open sooner rather than later.
We'll do our best to help out.
Have you heard anything from mom or dad?
Oh.
They kind of just get a little quiet. Iris seems pretty strong-willed though. It seems she's puts on a good mask and has been like the older sister for Katrina. Katrina's like kind of gathering her chocolate, like leaning into you, Zachary, but Iris just kind of nods. Okay.
But don't worry. We got friends who are helping now. So
Yeah, Chosens. Super cool.
Yeah.
So we still need to be smart though. Just because we're chosen now doesn't mean we can start being reckless with what we're doing.
Not reckless, but just kicking everyone's butt and winning everything, right?
Yeah.
Only fighting what we need to.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's what Grandpa said. We're not supposed to really fight unless, we just don't like fighting, period. But Grandpa says, unless necessary.
We want to help bring everyone together the best we can.
Yep. You take down bad guys.
That's that's why Zachary's probably like the leader of your group, right? You're just bringing everyone together. That's what we do.
I mean, I don't know if we've decided on the leader, but sure.
I mean, it
It's
would
good leadership
100% be
qualities.
Zachary. Iris is just kind of laughing like you're being crazy.
Congratulations, Zach.
Iris goes to give you a high five.
Thumbs up too. The youngest one, perfect. You're a good leader though, and you're lots of experience being a oldest child, so you can probably rein everybody in.
We're all gonna work as a team. So
Yeah, that's what matters.
He's so humble, isn't he?
Yeah. Pahu, how young is your youngest sibling?
He's probably about 10 or 11 now.
Nice.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you're
that's not
the
ages.
oldest.
That's just a list. Yeah, you need to send me ages.
I agree. I was noticing that when I was looking at my list just now.
For some reason, I was thinking the numbers for ages. I was like, no, he's definitely 8. And then I realized, oh, no, that's just the rank.
Yeah.
But you're not the oldest, Kahu.
No, I'm not. I'm the second youngest.
Whoa.
Yeah, because there's a pretty big gap there. Cool.
Yep. Nice. Well, maybe we can. I don't know. What do you girls like? We can't play Skyball probably, but we can probably find something else to do if you want.
Well, at night, I know a few things about the stars if we want to take a look at them.
We can make more s'mores if you're willing to put your horns back in the fire. And Iris
We
kind of
can get sticks and do that safely,
Iris
so I
just
don't
starts
burn my
laughing a
hair.
bit.
Ah,
It's a joke.
I know. I've never been like picked up like that before.
Kahu, what's your brother's name?
My little brother's name is Maleko.
Maleko. That's a cool name. You think we would be friends? Is he gonna come visit sometime?
I'm sure if he ever had a chance to visit you, he would love to hang out with you.
Cool. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, he enjoys fishing and swimming and playing around on the beach and just running around and being a kid.
Collecting shells.
He does like collecting shells.
So I'm not one to ever do anything for a player when they're not here. However, I'm going to assume in this scenario, Anais gets very quiet and very maybe cornered off in this kind of conversation.
I kept
Possibly
thinking
even
about that.
possibly even walking off. But I don't like making characters do stuff while they're not here. But
yeah, I'm trying to remember too, like if she talked to my sisters about anything that happened with her family when she visited.
don't think she
'Cause-
did. Yeah.
She just seemed really excited about seeing the girls, but not.
I remember saying something though, like she's part of our family now, though.
Oh, right.
So I feel like something was said. I just don't know how in depth it was.
No, I'm just thinking like with everybody talking about brothers, sisters, and kind of what they
No,
were like.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's why Zach's not really participating in this
Yeah.
conversation to hope it dies. But
Yeah.
We just keep going about it. Hey, let me tell you.
But yeah, I think Anais has kind of gotten very kind of quiet as well and closed off a little bit during this conversation. I think that's safe to say. I don't want to throw anything into the character when Rachel's not here, but
I'll just quickly sign sorry to her.
she just kind of signs back. It's okay.
But all right, lunch is over. Let's get out and move.
Cool. Lunch kind of separates. You guys get them situated in the rooms. Zachary, you kind of have a couple beds put together, and then you're kind of sleeping on the floor in your room. Or you can bunk them up in one bed and you in another or something like that. Kaho, Bri, you had kind of had one room that was like on the first floor, kind of so he'd had access to it, things like that. So yeah, you guys can. Did you just want to like run through the rest of the days, or anything you guys specifically want to do? The kids kind of run outside with Ranger and kind of check out the general store. I go down by
I
the
think I'd
river if
wanna
you take them.
I'd want to see if like the girls and the little boy also want to like
Hyman and Beheim.
play a Behem.
Beheim.
Behem.
Hi.
Hi. Let's play a game.
Sure.
And I'll try to.
You guys can, yeah, teach them a little soccer and passing the ball and things like that.
Yeah.
Bayheim's got something similar enough to a soccer ball in this world.
Yeah.
John, are you speaking? Are you muted? Or
He was trying to get Ranger. 'cause he was
okay. I
on
wasn't
me.
sure. He leaned in, that's why I
Yeah.
just wasn't sure. Nice.
So yeah, I'll just play around with my sisters
Cool.
for the time being.
You, Meikai, and the kids are kind of outside. The day kind of goes by a little bit. You guys end up having some dinner and some more stories and kind of fun and just kind of relaxing. And you guys said you wanted to kind of show them the stars and things like that at night, right?
I
Mhm.
did, yes.
Yeah. Kaho, you can take them
Yeah.
out and kind of teach them the different navigational constellations, and Meikai, you can talk about the moon up in the sky.
Mhm.
Sylvia again kind of brings up some hot chocolate and fresh cookies for everybody.
We'll do s'mores on sticks this time. I'll make Meikai one as an apology.
Thanks.
Good s'mores.
Zach will give his to his sisters.
Perfect. Yeah, for the first time kind of in a long while, you guys end up forgetting everything else. Maybe there's a few moments of just somberness from a few of you, but the laughter of the kids and hanging out with them and just being together is nice and fun. And it kind of puts a lot of things behind you until it gets quiet.
Mhm.
Some of you, I'm sure, can get lost in your thoughts, but out of so many nights of just bad things happening and being stuck, it's nice to feel kinship like that again. But eventually, the night kind of yonders and the kids start yawning and Katrina's eyes start fading and drooping a little bit and ends up falling asleep while Meikai tells another story and a fairy tale of Hanazuka.
Mhm.
Is there anything you guys are doing before bed? As you guys kind of start grabbing the kids and settling them in for the night?
Meikai, before we go, do you want to play some of your music?
You want me to? You're asking me to play a song?
I am, yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Zachary,
Zach,
don't you play
do
an
you
instrument
also-
too? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Right, here he goes. Just kind of like waves
Sure.
to you.
I can play something.
Yeah. I mean, I know a good amount of Hanazuka and some melodies that your home probably has, so we can find something in common to play.
I'm not sure if it'd
I'll
be
try
in
to-
common. Maybe it'd be in Celestian.
Me and Celestian.
Sorry,
Yeah,
had to do it.
it's a good one.
Thanks.
Good one.
Comments about perspective.
Why don't you both give me performance checks? As you guys kind of take a second to kind of find the right key and maybe Meikai starts a melody, but Zachary, you kind of
Dang.
chime in and start.
I hope
playing
this
the
is like
ocarina
a
around it.
trend. I have not rolled below like 18 on any performance stuff so far, so.
Wait
I'm
till
gonna
battle.
silence myself. So
Sure. Yeah, you kind of hear Meikai start playing, and then you kind of like start hearing the
It's
music.
a 20. It's a 21 though.
21? Nice.
Yeah.
So 17 plus 1 plus 5 is 23.
23? Perfect. Yeah, Meikai, do you want to describe how your music sounds at all?
I mean, we probably find something more celestial in like Celestia realm, but it's just something more like more on the happy side, or at least more on like a calm side, and it's not like anything somber like I usually probably play. It's more just like calming and like relaxing and like easy. And then I'll also throw the thaumaturgy in it too, like I usually do, and
Sure.
have the extra melodies and stuff playing.
Make you kind of get lost in the music and close your eyes and begin to play this beautiful song that even Ranger gets enraptured with, and the kids. That begins to just grow with a beautiful ambiance as the night sky kind of clears. There's stars and the moon that kind of cascades on what is a gentle snowfall on this town. Kind of, you can see all the footprints of all the kids that have walked, and the bright fire at the side of the inn where you guys are at. And Zachary, you started thinking about home and playing with your grandfather and with Sasha, and you began to play the ocarina alongside her and in harmony and kind of like skipping in and out of the scale around the music she's playing. And you recognize it enough of Celestian to be able to kind of follow along that folk. As you do, the kids kind of slowly drift off to sleep. And Meikai, actually no, Kaho, you notice as they're both playing and both have their eyes closed that as the snow begins to fall, Meikai's horns with the purples begin to glow. And there's a soft purple radiant light that kind of falls on the snow that's drifting down. And there's just this peace and harmony as both Zachary and Meikai, as you open up your eyes, you can see this purple glow. And Meikai, it reminds you of the Hanazukan wisteria trees and kind of some of the festivals that go around it when they glow as well. But it's more certain like purple lights that end up making it glow and kind of reflecting off the material in the trees and in the stone. This is the first time you've seen it actually, either from your horns or from the music. You're not quite sure. But it seems very much in direct answer to the moon looking down upon you. You guys kind of end with this beautiful song and kind of look at each other in this moment and to see the kids asleep, and that's kind of where we can end tonight if you guys want. We'll go and take a quick break here on this note. This is a beautiful little note of the night.
Just ending the
just end, yeah.
In game, yeah.
Sure, exactly. But yeah, we'll go and take a quick break here. We'll come back about 4 after, so about 10 minutes, 8-10 minutes if you guys want to take a break. Thank you guys so much for the wild beginning to this episode, and excited to see where it goes. All right, we'll be right back, guys. Alrighty then. We are back. Thank you guys so much for the small break. We had to make sure that no tieflings were harmed in the filming of this episode for the s'mores. And then John and I wanted to go get marshmallows. So we'll go ahead and jump back in. You guys pick up the kids. Iris and Katrina had fallen asleep listening to the beautiful music. You guys kind of tuck them in. Bricarius kind of just nodding and heading off to bed as well. Anais kind of seems to take an early night. Happy to see the kids, but maybe a little sombered to remember her family as well. What are the rest of you three doing? Sylvia's kind of just sweeping up. Not much traffic in the inn, so it's not like she had much to do, but kind of seems to be walking around checking all the houses and inns.
Thanks for the hot chocolate.
Oh, John, don't even say it. You don't even have to say thank you.
But but still, I need to. I was, raised that way, and I appreciate it.
Your parents raised you well. I appreciate it. Of course, you guys are giving this great help to the sound. The trade that you'll give is going to help us tremendously. And when they come back from Rosewood and see what has been done, they'll be eternally grateful.
Yeah.
Always happy to help where we can.
That'll be good.
She kind of walks off and begins to check on any of the kind of the horses and kind of the town. What are you guys doing?
So Zach would be sure to say good night to Anais, make sure she's okay.
She's fine, just tired.
And then I'd go find a spot near the room, kind of off by myself, and just use one of my send-in stones to send a message to Alana and just say, my sisters are here. Thank you for getting them here safely. Really appreciate it.
And there's a couple moments, which you're used to with Alana. She always seems to think about her words before she says them, compose herself. I am very glad to hear that. Sirkin said they were a handful, but very excited to see you. Please be careful and safe. It kind of sounds like she pauses for a second and she just goes, the reception to the Chosens are quite divided here. Hope your safe journeys, your first couple steps. But everything sounded very warm, grateful.
Okay.
Wait, just double checking. This was Alana, right? The queen, not Amaria.
Yes.
Okay. For
Amaria.
some random reason, I was like, wait, did he meant to send that to Amaria?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Names.
Then I will go to bed.
Okay. Good night, actual Amara. And I think that's what threw me off in the chat. I was reading that. Cool. Zachary, you head to bed as well? The other two? What do you guys? Do you guys do anything specific? Just kind of headed to bed.
I would like to find a nice spot outside, not too far from the inn, obviously.
Okay.
And continue my training on the spirit walking / meditating.
Sure. What specifically are you trying to meditate on?
I'm just trying to
Thinking.
Yeah, I've got a knife from
Amaya.
Amaya. And I'm gonna try to use that as a way to kind of see if I can use it as a focus to kind of help give me an anchor or something as I try to kind of clear my mind and try to like step into that more spiritual field.
Okay.
I'm by him, but not like trying to interrupt anything.
Okay.
Just probably playing my instrument and near him.
Yeah. And I'm not like looking to be like super private, so I mean if you are by me, that's no big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more of just looking
Okay.
for peaceful relaxation.
So you go and kind of meditate and begin listening to the music that Mekai continues. I was gonna say, you begin to try and take these steps into spirit walking and focusing on her. We'll come back to you. Mekai, Kahu seems to kind of quiet and go into a meditation that seems to go for a little over an hour. You can feel yourself kind of starting to droop a little bit. What are you staying out there with him? Are you going inside?
Yeah.
Give me a con saving throw.
Well, 10.
The music plays and moonlight falls upon you. Kind of start recollecting the different things that have happened today, and how suddenly the music just slowly fades to a stop. Mekai, the leaves around you, the snow that has been falling and kind of bouncing off your skin, changes to kind of the fall leaves of those wisteria branches against your face. And relaxing, you kind of open your eyes and you're on your back in Hanasuka on the hills of where the wisteria trees are, as they kind of are floating over you, twinkling in the sky, kind of like stars, but they're wisteria leaves. Purple, beautiful landscape around you. And you're not sure if this is a memory or a dream. Kind of one of those things where you don't know what it is while you're in it, but it doesn't feel like you're awake. And you start hearing soft voice in the winds and the woods around you. Mekai, what are you looking for? What's...
I'm gonna look.
But
Nope.
you just hear what song is on your heart?
Look around to see if I see anybody.
Give me a perception check.
9.
You
We're
kind of
counting
like
down now.
try and look around, and every time you kind of look, you kind of see a silver wisp of shadow go behind a tree, and then kind of moves again, and almost like a wind blowing the wisteria leaves. You swear you see someone, but again, it's kind of this silvery, purplish glow that kind of fades behind a tree, and you can't quite keep hold of where this voice is coming from.
There's a lot in there. I'm not really sure. Mostly sadness, I guess. Trying to express it. I don't know.
I feel your pain when you play. You hold much sorrow. Can I help?
You're not like darkness or anything, right? I don't want to be tricked.
No. You're safe here. Me. You're mine.
I don't know. I don't... I'm just scared, and I don't want to be in this spotlight again. I don't want to be thrust in that position again and fail again and again. I know that we've been told what we need to do, and I believe it's a good thing to do, but I don't know, I just feel like I keep failing everybody, and now with Carr dying and just... I don't know.
You haven't failed. You have loved. You've lived. You've walked. You've ran. You have a future. You can lean on me. I will take your sorrows and disappear them into the night. You can turn them into songs that those can hear, that the lost will look upon in the sky and find comfort and guide them home.
If we do that, I'm not going to forget anything, right?
Stars in the sky and the reflection of the moon. You can keep memories of the ones that we have lived, those that have loved and lost. You keep them alive in the songs that you play, the art that we make.
Hard trusting other people. Even if they are deities. I don't... I'm just tired.
Rest will be upon you. You have my blessings, my protection. Sorry I wasn't there for you.
I should be apologizing to you. You're the one who chose me. Why?
I wish we could do more. I wish I could keep you from the pain. I wish we were the ones that had to walk this path for you. But we're just passerbys, viewers, reflections of what you can be. You can take my power and do good with it.
You think I'm capable of that? I guess...
I wouldn't have sang your song if I wasn't.
Yeah.
Let the others be the sunlight you can reflect. Let them trust in you. Rely on them to guide you. They won't hurt you. They won't turn you away.
Yeah. Could you help with keeping the nightmares mostly away?
Why I'm here tonight.
Mm.
You can rest, child.
All right. Thank you for putting your trust in me.
Learn to trust yourself.
Yeah.
There's a cold, warm, not cold, but like an embracing wind that kind of surrounds you, and you're at peace in this forest that kind of reminds you of your childhood, and again drift off back, listening to now not your own music, but the music of the night sky around you. Kahu, you had, in the middle of your meditation, the music had kind of faded and gone silent. And in that moment, give me a charisma. You step forward into the spirit world.
That was 17.
17. For 1 second, you feel a tug at your direction. An echo, a whisper, a shadow. But then you kind of will it and focus on the dagger. You feel yourself flying. Gliding underwater, but above it, through it, in a beautiful sunlit sky above Uswaga. And as you come soaring above the clouds, the bright sun begins to fade. And you hear her voice. Why do you search for me?
Searching for answers.
I don't know how much I can tell you.
Do you see others here?
Those aren't answers for me to give you yet.
Have you seen one by the name of Sir Creed pass by?
Not in this realm. Maybe another.
The realms separated.
We are.
And so it is only our people that are here.
Give me a D8 roll.
A D8?
Yeah.
One.
There are only those that the affinity has grabbed for their own. One that I worshipped. The ones that gives me comfort. Passing. We are not separated by race here. Or war.
Are you at peace?
You feel this concerned questioning as you look around, and it's not that image that you saw before. You don't even see her. It's more as you're just speaking with her. You can feel her around you, but there's no manifestation of her. I am worried that you are not.
I've not been at peace for a long time.
I wish I could give you that.
So do I.
You have great things ahead of you. You need to let me go.
I'm working on it.
You always were the stubborn one of the family.
You didn't make it easy to be anything but.
My heart chose what my heart chose.
As did mine. I'm actually here tonight, though, because I was trying to see, is there a way that I can find those who I wish to find? so that those who don't get a chance to say goodbye may one day get that chance.
Give me a persuasion roll. I don't know what else to call it.
Not great. 6.
You kind of feel that heart pull as she wishes she could give you the answer. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand this ability that you have.
Do you know if it's connected to the affinities, or is it connected somewhere else?
Everything is connected to the affinities. All of it
Even
flows from
corruption.
the ancient one.
Even corruption.
I don't know. Corruption doesn't feel the same. We are separated from it. There is one that seems to try and bring it in. You've seen her already.
I have. Seems she walks through these places, but with more purpose and understanding than I even have a clue about.
She doesn't walk in all the places that you walk. She wants to.
Is this realm a dream?
If it was, would it be any less real?
No. I remember the nightmares after you were gone.
I don't know how I appear to you. I hear your voice and I run to it. But I am somewhere beyond.
Can you do something for me?
I would do anything for you. Only if you promise to do one thing for me. There's kind of that old back and forth that you remember with her.
You can name it.
I will always be here to look out for you. But you can do so much more. Your life. Don't let me hold you back. I knew you were special when I met you. What can I do for you?
I'm the last chosens that follow the same affinity as you.
Oh dear.
That we may better understand what we have lost and know better how to fight what we fight.
You're already with the chosen, the affinity that I'm with. And you open up your eyes and you see the bright sky above you. And you can feel Lotha's presence around you. the other chosens, they will find you. So you should talk to some of your friends. They might have some answers that you're seeking instead of looking at them from me. There's a little bit of that sass of, you know, you're always looking off in the distance, but you should just look around at the people around you. He kind of always saw you looking up to the sky and out to the future.
Trying to tell me I need to be better about keeping my feet under me.
I'm trying to tell you, you need to be better about talking to your friends instead of coming looking for me.
Well, again, I'm looking for you because you're the easiest thing for me to focus on while I'm trying to learn this.
Continue along the path you are. Eventually the stars will lead you home.
I feel there is something else I need to find while I'm here.
What do you seek?
I seek after that which was lost. The darkness.
That is beyond anything I... But it needs saving. Again, look to those that are you're with. You might have the answers you seek.
They may. But again, I'm not looking for corruption. I'm looking for darkness.
And you hear kind of like in your other ear, I said what I said. You must go now. As you close your eyes, you feel a soft kiss on your cheek.
Kind of smile. And then before I feel like I'm going to fade away, I'm going to try focusing on Zach.
Give me another charisma check.
15.
15. What are you trying to do?
Kind of like last time, I like showed up in front of him as I was trying to practice things. Basically trying to figure out how to navigate this stuff.
Sure. As you feel yourself begin to fade out of that, slowly you feel yourself kind of at that line between the normal realm and where you're at. And just as you kind of feel your feet land on the wood underneath you, you look up and there is Zachary kind of coming out of the bathroom of one of the upper rooms, heading back to his bedroom. And Zachary, you look up and you see a spectral Kahu.
Can we talk?
Like this?
And then Kahu, you fade and you kind of open your eyes as you're back outside, as I was right near the tail end of how much you could hold on to.
No, you're fine.
And Zachary, he disappears like, about to say something else.
I'm gonna head in.
You see Meikai very peacefully asleep, kind of like at the tree that she was playing at.
I'm gonna take my big fluffy cloak off and wrap it around her and pick her up
Yes.
and carry her
I
in.
wanted to ask, but
Yeah. It's pretty sheltered
And
here
then I'm
enough,
gonna
and
go
there's like
talk
a
to Zach.
nice little fire, and you kind of put the blanket around her. Cool. You kind of walk upstairs. Zach, are you still outside the bedroom waiting or looking for him, or what are you doing?
Yeah, if he's doing this like immediately, I'll be out there, kind of like looking to see if he shows up.
Yeah, you kind of hear the
Poor Zach.
of big old Kahu walking up the creaky stairs. You just saw a Kahu ghost.
Yeah. What's up?
Let's go find someplace that's not in the middle of the hallway.
Okay. Down by the fire.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Say about this
Okay.
time, it's like just going on midnight, maybe 11:30ish. So not too late, but it's a little getting late.
What's up?
I don't know how to properly put these things into how to properly approach all of this, but I mean, you've seen my spirit thing. I'm trying to figure that out. Well,
I just came out of the bathroom. You didn't like see anything else, did you?
oh, what would I have seen?
You going to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't see that at all.
Okay. Just
I
don't
mean-
know when you show up and all.
Just about like
About when you saw me.
6 seconds.
But when you saw me is when I showed up.
Okay.
Whoa!
But anyways, I was. Alright. I was talking with Amaya.
What?
Backtrack. Have I told you about Amaya? I guess you don't even.
So?
So if you don't even know who Amaya is, you don't even know what I'm saying when I say I talked with Amaya. Okay. Let's backtrack a bit. No, not that far. Amaya, somebody I cared very deeply for, who was lost in war.
Is this the one you were telling me about yesterday?
The other day, yes. There's this thing that came upon me recently that I've been learning. It's kind of what happened in that cave that one time when I disappeared. Where I kind of like move into what feels as a different place. Well, I'm trying to practice being able to do that a little bit more freely. Trying to figure out what it might do to be beneficial and help us, and admittedly a little bit of selfishness in wanting to see somebody whom I lost, but I was there, and I was trying to have kind of a discussion regarding the need to find all of the other elements, and the one I'm particularly kind of focused on at the moment, for whatever reason, is darkness. I feel like there's this separation, a clear separation between darkness and corruption. And I feel like I'm just trying to understand the nature so that I can understand what it is we're dealing with, what we're actually fighting. And the Maya gave me the advice that I need to talk to those closer to me. The only person I could think of after she said that was honestly you. Because I know it's something that you've been looking into and researching and you've discussed with us. And I just wanted to have an opportunity to sit down and talk to you about it. And see if there's anything you might know that you could share, or I mean, I'm happy to share what little bits I've gleaned or found out as well. But
I mean, yeah, I don't know much, but just that something happened with the first group of Chosens. And after that, something happened. Or it was not the first group of Chosens, it was before the first group of Chosens. Something happened when the affinities tried to do like a sealing ritual or something. Something happened. And that may have opened up a doorway to corruption to get into the world in some way.
I get up and I start pacing. I'm just having such a hard time wrapping my head around all of this. It just feels like there's so much going on right now.
Zachary, one small clarification, based on what you'd be reading. It was the ancient one that in the notes that discovered corruption, and so he tried to seal it away first. So it wasn't that the ritual was an open door to it. It's just that some of it didn't go well.
Well, I see the word gave corruption a vessel. That's what I'm... Vessel to affect the world.
Right. So yeah. So after that first one, that's when it became. It goes on with the other part there. Yeah. The refraction. So might have gotten tied in with it.
Yeah, there was.
So it was already there, but yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't like it wasn't in the world. That's all I'm saying.
The ritual was meant to rid the world of corruption.
Right.
But during the ritual, something went wrong. And something happened to darkness.
Yeah. There
Like
go.
it was split.
So we know that these two things are two separate things. My question is, do we need all of the affinities to make this happen? Is the ritual even something that's worth doing? It seems... You said created some kind of a vessel.
A vessel for... Yeah. I'm not sure what that means, but...
Man, I feel like... This is a little embarrassing. Zach, could you help me learn how to read faster?
Yeah, I mean, typically the best way to do that is to read more.
I didn't have a lot of opportunity to look at books.
I'll look in my bag of holding for a book in common and hand it to him.
Yeah, I mean, you have plenty. Specifically historical or fictional?
Let's see, do I even have anything that's?
I'd say most of your stuff is very non-fiction, historical based.
Yeah, I don't really have any fiction, so this is more historical.
Makai seems to have the fictional books out of anything.
I feel like if I'm going to be able to be an actual useful member of this party, I need to figure out how to help you find stuff.
I mean, you don't have to be the person who has to read everything, though. Like, we all have our own strengths. Can read stuff, and I know Anais likes to read stuff. So, I mean, we're fine to look into things. And, I mean, you got your whole spirit stuff you're doing. Like, that's another thing that I can't do.
Maybe there's something in these pages that can help me focus where to put that, though. Maybe I can find who to look for or what to look for. I go there and I feel like I'm just a cloud in the sky, going wherever the wind dictates.
Yeah, I mean, just practice, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it would help, but maybe sometime I can use a little bit of my magic to potentially help you focus more. It might help you in there.
You have the ability to do that.
Yeah, I can help people with a lot of things.
I appreciate it. I'll probably need that.
Just let me know when.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everything I can to keep your family safe.
Thanks.
Kind of like pat his shoulder. Thank you for the book.
No problem.
Sorry, I don't always know exactly how to approach people.
It's okay. You're definitely not the most awkward to be around.
I'm glad to know. Glad to know I'm not there. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go get somebody from outside.
All right. I'm going to go to bed then if you're done.
I am. For now.
Okay. Be careful with that book, too. I like that one.
I will be.
And I will get up to go to bed.
I'll go get Makai to put her to her proper bed.
Sure. And as you're walking
Thanks.
out, the book in specific speaks of the affinity primordial war, specifically between the ASMRs, the ones that stepped forward and helped. Kind of a little bit more of a historical look at what formed Celestia and Anasuka, Fusuaga, some of the similar lands there, as well as the dwarves across the river. All right. You carry Meikai to bed. Meikai, you dream.
I notice it. Oh, am I still asleep?
You are out. You
Okay. I was gonna say.
You rolled a 10. You rolled
That's fair.
yeah. You have one of the most restful nights that you've had yet.
Yay.
Almost as if a bubble was surrounded around you in your nightmares. It was peaceful.
Dreams.
It's almost dreamless.
Oh, okay. Just sleep.
You can have good dreams, sure, but nothing bad.
Okay.
All of you guys end up finding pretty good rest tonight. Maybe heavy thoughts on next steps or what things mean, things that have been said to you, things that have shown themselves to you. But the morning comes. D, why don't you give me a D4 roll?
D4?
Yep.
You haven't asked me to roll that D4. 4.
4. Meikai, you wake up in the morning. Actually, you know what? No, let's do wake up rolls. I always like wake up rolls. Wake up rolls are fun. Wake up
Okay.
rolls!
7.
Damn. 9.
15.
15. Kahu, you are first up as you kind of hear pitter patter of Zachary's sisters who are up first, running downstairs, kind of whispering and hooping about a heavy snowfall that has fallen, and one about, come on, let's go outside and make snow angels. No, we gotta wait for Zachary to get up. Please, just come on, I want to make a snow angel. Okay, just this once. And
If I
you,
hear them, I'm gonna go and find Anais and tell her to go play with them, because I know Anais likes that stuff too.
I will roll for nice. Anais is kind of rubbing her eyes, big bushy hair, kind of still getting up in the morning. And then she'll kind of run down and keep an eye on the kids as they're doing a snow angel. She got a 9 as well.
Hey.
I'm gonna go down, get some food, and start trying to read that book.
Sure. Intelligence roll.
$17.
17. You actually are surprisingly doing pretty good. Kind of going through the familiarity with the names and the locations kind of help you, and though you kind of have to go back and think of it in a historical sense, you definitely can see the places that it talks about, and it seems to help you along as you kind of read through it and feel the kind of the creations of the different cultures and kind of what they've been through and kind of the reasoning of why they were what they were and kind of the reasons why war started because of those differences. And one of the big parts that you glean from it is that the rising of Celestia up from the land where it once was part of the land and then rising up into the sky happened because of that war and because of their part and take in it and how people reacted to them afterwards. Cool. So Meikai, you're up next as you wake up and the frost on the window is gleaming as the heavy snowfall outside has kind of powdered the land again with some fresh snow, and you wake up quite fresh. You take the caps off your horns so your pillows are fine and they're not sticky, luckily.
I
guess I
would have put those
would've-
on.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have put those on, but she is still in the cloak too, because I imagine
I
she was
am.
like bundled in it.
Okay.
I want to be wrapped in a giant cloak like that. Just
Actually, you're
Yeah,
right. The caps
sounds-
wouldn't be there. So yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw.
gosh, this is just gonna be a thing now.
Yeah, it's totally gonna be a thing. We'll leave it to rolls.
15.
15, that's fine.
15.
You wake up, you realize they're not on, you quickly look at your pillows, and luckily nothing got pierced in the night.
Dangers of tieflings.
Dangers of tieflings. It was totally player brought on, not DM.
I'm just gonna keep creating these like
Sure,
small
I love it. Let's go
things.
for it.
The dog, the horns.
I also need, give me another d20 roll.
The unnecessarily man deaths.
Just give it a +3.
Wait, add this. Wait, this. So I rolled
D20 +3.
23.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you kind of wake up. You notice it's Kahu's thick, kind of coat blanket. But as you're kind of getting up for the morning and you reach into your pocket cookies, you're actually pretty fresh. I was checking for staleness.
Forgot about that too.
Yep.
I don't just eat sugar. I just want to let everybody know. Maycat just doesn't.
I
live
never
off
said you had to eat it. I'm just saying when you reached for them and your pocket of
Crisp.
bakeries. Good cookies.
They're all right. Good cooks. Good cookies. All right. I'll just get ready and changed and bring down the cloak with me, trying to look for Kahu, and if I see him there, I'll.
Yeah, Kahu's reading a book.
Can I see what the title is?
Kahu, how are you reading it? Is it like flat on the desk? Or are you sitting up with it? Is it in your lap?
Kind of picture at first he was probably reading it, and then later he was like, sat down, like started doing like slow crunches while reading it.
Of course.
How are these words?
Where are the pictures? Okay.
Where are the runes? There's no runes on this.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Yeah,
Okay.
Kahu, a lot of your culture is very
All the
oral
rolls.
stories, so being able to read this. Sorry, my eyes are bugging out tonight.
23.
23. Yeah, no, you're
I like this dice.
quickly able to catch in both common and celestial on it. Kind of like the history and creation of Celestia.
Are you reading history now?
Actually, with a 23. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
I feel you on that.
God, it's something like in my eye or just roughing. It is written by last name Sage.
Is that supposed to ring any bells?
Just giving you an author.
Oh.
That's all.
Okay. I brought your cloak. Thank you.
No problem. Don't want you to freeze to death out there.
Thanks. And for, I'm assuming, bringing me inside. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. I just left you in what you were wearing though, because I feel like that'd be too weird. I just put you in the bed.
Yeah, yep. We're doing good, and then you put me in the fire.
Scent is key.
So
I'm sorry. I was just thinking of how funny it would be for Iris for me to do that. We talked about it the other day.
that is why I originally put them on my horns.
And then my mind was like, oh, she's doing that because she wants to show this off. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to help. And then I was like, that's probably not what she meant afterwards. And yeah, I'm sorry.
I appreciate the desire to cheer up small children. I also very much like the fact that Katrina just kind of like laid into you in that like, don't do this. That was good.
It was a good reminder not to do things without better
Asking.
understanding.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're just reading. You're just reading about Celestian history?
I'm just reading, but yes, that's this aspect of things.
Is this a reading for fun sort of thing? Because that doesn't look like fun.
Still sitting there doing setups. It's a reading to better understand what's going on. And also to be able to better help over in places that lots of books. I feel like that's gonna be a thing.
A lot of reading?
I feel like being in places where there's lots of books, and it wouldn't hurt to have another pair of eyes.
That's fair. Well, if you ever want actually entertaining books, no offense to Zach, because I'm pretty sure that's where you got it. I have a couple good, like, stories, like, written, like, not really histories, but just, like, myths and legends and stuff, too. It's important to know history, though, so if you ever need any help, I mean... And if Zach can't help you first, because he probably knows more than I do.
I'm sure I'll get to reading them because I feel like to learn how to actually do this in a quick enough manner, I'm gonna need to read lots.
Mm-hmm. I had to
stops doing
read...
crunches and starts doing squats while he's reading.
I had to do a ton of brushing up, let me tell you. I was always a kid who did read a lot, but, you know, this fantasy stories and all that. And then, becoming queen and all that kind of training, I immediately had all of these histories and records and all this kind of, like, actual information that I had to shove into my head in such a short amount of time. It was ridiculous. I had to read, like, thick books in, like, a week. And it was all just a lot of information I do not remember, honestly. But, you know.
That sounds very taxing.
Why do you think I eat cookies all the time? It was like my one joy while I had to do all that studying.
I just figured it's because the cookies are delicious.
Yeah, that too. But, you know, it's better to have, like, a treat while you're doing something you're not super enjoying. But there's some interesting things for sure. It's good to learn from the past.
Zachary, it's about this time in their conversation that you end up waking up as well.
I will make my way downstairs then.
Make my way downstairs.
Yeah, you go downstairs and you're gonna see Kyle with the book in his hands, and he's gonna be in that like squat position where he's just holding it, like.
You see Bayheim like behind the counter trying to do that as well, but it lasts like 5 seconds.
You got to train for these sort of things.
Yes, that works. Okay.
Sylvia kind of brings you all out oatmeal and kind of some breakfast stuff. And make sure to eat up. It's very cold out there today.
Good oatmeal. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you think we can find a horse to pull this thing, or do you think we... I mean, I could probably pull as well, but it might just take us a bit longer for the barge. Sorry, I'm talking about the future without bringing you into my thought.
Is it out loud for Sylvia to hear, or are you guys just talking amongst yourselves?
I'm saying out loud.
It's
amongst ourselves, but it's loud enough. She should probably overhear it.
Yeah, she goes, "Oh, don't worry, darling. There's two horses in the stable you guys can take. That's usually what they do."
Oh, that solves that problem.
Perfect. Zach, you're pretty good with horses.
I can help with that.
Yeah, take the reins. I'm sorry.
Zachary,
was an
you also start picking
unintentional
up screams of your sisters laughing and throwing snowballs around with an ice outside.
Just peek out the window and smile.
How much snow? Is it like a couple inches or is it like a lot?
I like 4 or 5 inches, not much.
No, okay.
Not much.
Not much.
I would be like buried under that if you didn't take me in.
It'd be closing down my hometown for sure, but it's a lot for Meikai, sure. Yeah. Oh, you're like, this is outrageous. This is a blizzard.
Walking this.
I've been in the peaks before.
Sure. Okay, that's fair. Zachary, this is quite often in different parts of Celestia. Kind of a weird, kind of different climate kind of going on up there.
So we have like a sled or something. Everything's gonna be on.
We can make a sled if there's not one, right?
I feel like there would be if this is a regular thing they do.
Oh, that's true.
It's
actually
a
good
barge
point.
in the river. You gotta hook it up to some ropes and then drag it up through the water. Which I could start going and getting ready now if we'd like to plan on leaving this morning.
Yeah, I think we probably should. I'm assuming that your sisters have like good enough winter clothes and stuff.
Yeah, they should have some stuff.
Okay. I do have a couple extra cloaks with me. I mean, they won't fit either of you two, but they will fit, you know, me and under gang. We're all shorter.
By the way, before I go, what's the best way to not lose where I'm at?
Dog ear the page.
You see that
I'm
little?
just kidding.
Do not fold the page.
I'm just kidding.
You see that little ribbon? You take that and put
Fighting
that
words.
where you left off.
You can just memorize the numbers like
know
I
what
do.
Zach said. Put it in. Close it. Okay.
Oh
You
man,
might be able to hold on to this better until I can get back to it. I'm gonna be out and about in the snow a lot.
Bag of holding.
I'm gonna head out and start getting the initial area cleared and ready for heading upriver.
Zach, I would never actually fold a page. I just want to let you know that.
Right. Yeah, don't do that.
fighting words were said this morning. She chose violence. Oof. Zachary would hate Beery. Beery would fold all of them. Done with this page. Flip to the next.
That hurts.
Cool. Do you guys start kind of packing up everything, getting ready to move? You guys are heading out in the morning?
We coming back here after we're done, or are we just going straight from there? What's the plan?
Probably just.
The plan was to go straight from there
Okay.
because they have people up in Giant's Bane right now that can bring it back. They just need
Alright.
someone to help get it up there.
Okay. Get my sisters packed up then.
You guys kind of get the carriage ready, and now that you still kind of have to get Bricarius set up, but you can set the wheelchair on the outside, and between Bricarius and the two girls, you can put them inside, and the rest of you might have to rough the weather a little bit. So as far as this with the barge, you can easily kind of attach two horses, and then kind of one person's gonna have to make sure to kind of steer the barge a bit from the shore. How are you guys going to set this up, and who's driving the carriage?
Oh boy. Well,
Well, I'm probably gonna handle the water vehicles. I know how to do those.
Take care of the horses on land.
I feel like Anais would be assisting the girls and Bry, so I'll...
You'll be driving the carriage in the snow?
Zach is. He said.
Which
Guiding
one?
the horses. So.
Which one are you doing? Are you guiding the horses down by the barge, or are you guiding the horses on the carriage? Or are you going to attempt both?
Oh, for Zach.
I will. I guess the barge probably is a little more extreme, so I'll take the harder one.
Okay, cool. Zachary and Makai, give me animal handling checks.
Okay. Okay.
Guidance.
Get it!
16.
16, okay.
Also 16.
Hey!
Yeah.
We're getting more in sync.
You
Yeah,
guys
look at that.
seem to get the horses. They've been rested and fed. They were kind of protected from the snow, so kind of able to get them set up and attached correctly and kind of guide them as you start leaving. Sylvia has gave you all some food and said goodbyes, and everyone's kind of just happy to be together again, especially Zach, having your sisters there with you. But you do pretty well. Kahu, give me an athletics.
Not my best. 12.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. It's a little struggle. Kind of just the awkwardness of being from shore and kind of like using this long pole to kind of guide it. But for the most part, it seems pretty easy. And you guys begin your travel back up the road towards Giant's Bane. The weather is a little rough today and kind of windy. So I will say it's going to start slowing your speed for a little bit. I have to take some more breaks, maybe warm up, take a break, tie up the barge, kind of get warm for a bit. So it does take the most of the day to get back up towards Giant's Bane. But as you do, as you come around the river bend, come around the pathway, and the trees start separating, you see the large white stone dam that on top of the dam is a bridge that goes across, and you can see going up giant above you is a fortress kind of castle wall that appears with bastions of like a fortress above them, and it's hard to see as everything seems way too tall for a regular human, or maybe even a Kalishtar. It looks like it's meant for Goliaths or giants. Everything just seems larger. There's even the doorways into the front side is huge. And as you just start coming around the bend, the horses start to get really hesitant on the bridge, as if they don't really want to cross. But on the other side, you can see on the outskirts, on one side, kind of a farming livestock area, where a lot of the animals have kind of seeped shelter under the trees from the storm. There doesn't really seem to be much activity of people out here. You see again on the other side a large farming crop side area, again covered and looking pretty robust, but no activity. And then going forward, you can see a large open area right before these doors where it almost looks like a welcoming center. But then it has two large bastion towers on either side and a large wooden plank across the doorway that says "Halt here." And as you guys roll up, you hear from a distance and a horn that blasts out from some sort of metal piping that seems to blast. You hear "Halt there," and it echoes as the horses kind of reel back. And that's where we'll pick up next week at Giant's Bane, with some of our NPCs that we created today earlier on stream that I'm excited to get to. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had fun. Today was a really fun session with the characters and the sisters and having them all back, and some chaos of natural 20s and s'mores, which I really loved. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll go ahead, come back next week. Again, one last week without Rachel, but that's okay. And Ice will be with Bricarious and keeping the sisters and all them safe. But the rest of them will have a little fun adventure in Giant's Bane before heading off to Solus Theorem as a group. I will come back next week, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same channel, same fun. No Beacons Aura this week on Marquee Gaming, but are you still streaming?
I will be streaming.
Still be streaming.
Come on.
And then I might even be streaming on Saturday some Destiny because I don't have a game this week. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for all of your love, your support, the raids tonight, the follows. You guys are amazing. Karaku, Shumai, Irish Popeye, William, Brian, you guys are amazing. A GM workshop from this morning. Thank you so much for the follow. That was a lot of fun as well. So we are going to go ahead and raid a good friend of ours who dropped by in. He hasn't been streaming too much lately, but is having a fun stream tonight. Ranking Disney movies. Our good old friend, Creepy a Black Dude _. So, as always, we'll go ahead and send this over with some love and respect. Thank you guys so much. You guys are an amazing community. I love playing D&D and giving you guys a story every week. And let us send our love, respect, as you guys show me with the Bardic Barrage to our one and only friend, Creepy. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. We'll see you on the flip side.
Goodbye.